Good day everyone, so let's talk about the Hydro Traveler, certainly a character that I think we all can agree has been deliberately designed by Hoyo to not be good, and I think even if they were good, the competition in the Hydro category would probably mean that they wouldn't get as much playtime in any case. But with that being said, what are the Hydro Traveler's problems? In a nutshell, they don't do any damage. In fact, one of their passives literally caps the damage that they can do. And obviously they don't provide a lot of meaningful team buffs, and they've got slow Hydro application. So how do we salvage this in air quotes? How do we find a team that, whilst very far from optimal or meta, we can still comfortably use the Hydro Traveler in? Well, I'd argue something like a Nilou Bloom team could potentially be a solution for a couple of reasons. A, the Traveler's damage does not matter, you just need to build them with EM because Nilou transforms the team's damage. And B, the Hydro Traveler's got very slow Hydro application. This got me thinking, well, if their Hydro application is slow, then in theory this could help stabilize the Dendro aura because your Hydro aura is not going to overtake it, which means you'll have consistent Dendro cores exploding, and therefore the Trikarma purification on the Hida will trigger consistently with the 1.5 units of Dendro staying on the enemy. Now that sounds very good in my head, and the moment you go and playtest it, it doesn't really work out so well, precisely because if you do have slow Hydro application onto the enemy, then you're obviously not generating as much bountiful cores. But then as I started playtesting, I thought of something. Well, what if we try and use the Hydro Traveler in a bit of a creative way, like as you can see in the background, where we use their burst and we lead it. In other words, we set it off at one point and we tag all the enemies along the way with it, and obviously then triggering the bountiful cores on the way, and then in that way we do and apply like Hydro to the enemies that are not in our immediate range. This is obviously one of the things that, well, it's one of the reasons we have Kokomi, because she's got the greatest Hydro range in the game. But you can see here in the background very explicitly, like you're still able to hit the enemies at a distance. And this is what I think you could use the Hydro Traveler for. If you play cleverly or creatively with them, you can do the little shenanigans that I've got here in the background, although Kokomi herself can also hit enemies at a distance, so it's not like you're really getting something unique there. But I thought, well, this might be one way of doing it. So you're getting the Hydro to your distant enemies, and obviously because that Hydro application is super slow, that will help stabilize the aura and allow Nihida to constantly trigger a Trikarma purification. In any case, that was the theory behind this. In practice, it's obviously not that good. But hey, you know what? I thought, well, as a bit of a fun run, let's see what the Traveler can do. And this is more or less the solution that I thought of. You can see I'm doing exactly the same thing again. I'm standing here back at a distance, but my little Hydro bubble is now triggering cores right there at where the enemies are. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of it. I can't think of anything else, but at least this was a fun little video to make. Thanks for watching and have a good day.